Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's day is Thursday, the 3rd of April 2025, the year BSV comes alive. Experience the best of both worlds today at betbitcoinsv.com, the best casino and sports betting on chain. Have a look Flutter in private using the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin. Let's see what we got today. Right, the title of this episode is going to be called How It Started versus How It's Going. And this all stems from this Who is Satoshi Nakamoto mystery about Craig Wright using Satoshi at vistomail.com to purchase the domain name bitcoin.org that was conveniently taken down before the during the evidence accumulation phase of the Kleiman versus Wright trial by this chap here, who was initially calling himself Michael Weber or Michael Weber or Michael Weber, and this is him now. This is him now. And this article was titled Chainalysis CEO Michael Groninger steps down in move described as temporary. And then later it says Chainalysis permanently parts ways with founding CEO Michael Groninger. So that was literally just shortly afterwards. We'll go through this article with Kraken, some 365 days of Bitcoin history, and that'll be at the end of the show. Right, let's get into it.
See Satoshi like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, them transactions flying free. Just wait for the Terra node, you'll surely see.
Alrighty, here we go. So just a quick recap of who is Satoshi Nakamoto, the Japanese connection. Bitcoin.org here was registered or created on the 18th of August 2008 on the platform anonymousspeech.com. And the email that was used to create the domain was Satoshi at vistomail.com, which Craig Wright was using in group chats and communications. With his accountant and with his wife and other people when they were considering contacting one of the senators in Australia with regarding Bitcoin. And it was taken down by this guy who was calling himself Michael Weber, who actually goes by the name of Michael Groninger. So this was posted on the 7th of October 2024. And it started off by saying, Chainalysis CEO Michael Groninger steps down in move described as temporary. Well, now we know it wasn't temporary. So Michael Groninger, co-founder and CEO of Chainalysis, which is a massive company, has taken a personal leave of absence from the company. The blockchain analysis outfit isn't sharing why, but says the development is temporary. Well, we all know about temporary, don't we? It's like when Richard Nixon said they was going to temporarily remove the gold standard from the US dollar. Did that ever return? No, it didn't. According to The Block, which first reported the news, Chainalysis president and COO Sari Granat, who joined the outfit in 2022, is acting as interim CEO. 10-year-old New York-based Chainalysis quickly developed a reputation as a crypto detective working on behalf of the US government and corporate clients. A year ago, Chainalysis laid off slightly more than 15% of its staff, 900, with plans to focus more squarely on government contracting, according to The Block. The outfit, whose early investors include Benchmark, was valued by investors at around $6.8 billion. I'm getting that wrong. $8.6 billion. $8.6 billion during its sixth funding round in 2022. Crypto investor Katie Hahn, who first discovered Chainalysis in her capacity as federal prosecutor, reportedly began buying up. Oh, look at what's this? Her capacity as a federal prosecutor reportedly began buying up secondary shares of the company at a valuation of $2.5 billion this past April. That's outrageous. All this insider dealing going on. So anyway, that was 7th of October 2024. And this article was 5th of December 2024. So literally like 2 months later. So it says here, Chainalysis permanently parts ways with its founding CEO, which is Michael Groninger. So Michael Groninger, the co-founder and longtime CEO of Chainalysis, that was worth $8.6 billion, has agreed to leave the company permanently 2 months after taking a temporary personal leave of absence. The Chainalysis, a buzz 10-year-old New York-based blockchain data platform, will now be led by co-founder Jonathan Levin, and Levin told TechCrunch, explaining that on Tuesday, its board of directors gave him Groninger's job. But Levin, who has long served as Outfit's chief strategy officer, will do more than run the company as CEO. He will also maintain his other roles. Quote here, he said, I've been running research and development and think the CEO should be the chief product officer, so I'm making no changes to our research and development leadership team. It will continue to report directly to me, he said in an interview on Wednesday. Levin declined to provide more information about Groninger, other than to say that Groninger is also no longer the Chainalysis board. No longer on the Chainalysis board. But retains his equity in the company. Because he doesn't want to take the company down with him. A message to Groninger on Wednesday from TechCrunch went unreturned. Asked about Chainalysis' financial health, Levin said the startup is continuing to invest in our growth and that we don't need to raise capital. We raised $175 million in 2022 and still feel strong about the cash position of the company. He added that his focus will be on executing the expansion of our risk platform and going deeper with our government clients across the world to ensure they can deal with the increased demand of crypto. Chainalysis, whose early investors include Benchmark, was valued by investors at $8.6 billion during 2022 funding round. Crypto investor Katie Horn, who first discovered Chainalysis in her capacity as federal prosecutor, reportedly began buying up secondary shares of the company at a valuation of $2.5 billion last April. Considered a crypto detective, one whose clients include the US government and a wider range of corporations, Chainalysis in late 2023 laid off slightly more than 15% of its staff of 900, with plans to focus more squarely on government contracting, according to Block. The entire crypto industry has been in bounce-back mode in more recent weeks as the incoming Trump administration signals a far friendlier stance towards cryptocurrencies. The most obvious proof point, the price of Bitcoin reached a record high of $100,000 on Wednesday. Oh, what's this? Oh, all right, just an introduction to TechCrunch. So yeah, it looks like, so we've got Michael Groninger, that's him, closing down anonymousspeech.com, who obviously knew who the man behind the Satoshi Nakamoto or Satoshi at vistomail.com email was, and now he's stepping down from Chainalysis because of what he's done. I mean, literally, Chainalysis is meant to be analyzing transactions on chain and keeping tabs on things, and he's the one that's done it. He is the one that is tried to erase Craig, but you're erasing evidence, and the evidence is clear because there's pockets of evidence all over the place. You know, Satoshi Nakamoto is not a phantom. He's a real man that has gone through KYC compliance in purchasing the domain name, and the one who knows it is him, and he's deleted it. You know, where have the records gone? They have to be kept for like 5 years or whatever, or more. And why would he delete them? You know, check this out. So this is an article that Gavin Mail reported on, and this was dated February 6, 2025. Now this sounds to me like a preparation for mud slinging. This is what I think. I think these exchanges are getting ready, and they're going to start blaming and finger pointing at each other for saying, oh yeah, well, we didn't know who Satoshi Nakamoto is, because Coinbase actually put it in their prospectus. They were saying, oh, the discovery of Satoshi Nakamoto could have a serious effect on our share price now that we're going publicly listed. And oh, look at that. Kraken conveniently withheld the evidence that they knew who Satoshi Nakamoto was. So that's going to affect our share price. That's what I think is going on here. Like literally mudslinging. So this goes. Does Kraken know the identity of Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto? Recently discovered on-chain evidence suggests Satoshi's legal name might be known to the crypto exchange Kraken, provided a few assumptions are true. The question to discover the true identity of Bitcoin's pseudonymous creator Satoshi Nakamoto has stalled for years, with sleuths and documentarians alike unable to produce a definitive answer to the $2 trillion mystery. Yeah, $2 trillion mystery. Now, a prominent crypto industry executive claims to have unearthed previously unrevealed information about Satoshi Nakamoto's on-chain activity that may have left a trail to the shadowy coder's true name. Gordon Grogan, head of product business operations at Coinbase, said this week that he discovered a number of on-chain transactions linked to Satoshi-controlled wallets that interacted with Cavatex, a now defunct centralized Bitcoin exchange based in Canada. Here we go, look at this. So what's he said? A Satoshi mining pattern set of addresses were recently catalogued by Arkham. We can't definitively link these to Satoshi, but there is a good evidence. In total, this research points to Satoshi owning 1.096 million BTC, $110 billion worth, making them wealthier on paper than Bill Gates. There are 24 documented outbound sends from this address. The most popular destination address was the 1PYYJ. Incredibly, this address received BTC from Cavatex, a Canadian exchange. I believe this is the first document on-chain between a Satoshi-linked wallet and CEX. If true, that fact would signify a major breakthrough in the hunt for Satoshi's identity. Why? Because the notoriously privacy-prone coder was never previously known to have interacted with centralized crypto exchanges, which typically require identity verification from all customers. If Satoshi really was a Cavatex customer, the exchange could have collected personal identifiable information, including the developer's legal name and address, even if, at the time, the Canadian exchange had no clue how important the data from a seemingly ordinary user was. But Cavatex is no longer operational. How convenient. The company was acquired by the American crypto exchange Kraken in 2016 and absorbed into its infrastructure. So did Kraken inherit information during the merger that could answer one of the biggest questions in modern tech history? That depends. It's unclear if Cavatex operated under mandatory Know Your Customer requirements, or KYC, for all customers at the time Satoshi may have interacted with the exchange, or if Kraken retained Cavatex KYC data post-acquisition, which it should have done. A Kraken representative did not immediately respond to Decrypt's request for comment on the matter. It does appear, however, that as early as December 2013, when Coinbase's Grogan says Satoshi received Bitcoin from Cavatex, the Canadian exchange was already making a point of enforcing KYC for all customers. Back then, when crypto was still an incredibly young and fringe sector, several Bitcoin exchanges skirted such requirements, but apparently not Cavatex. Around the same time as Satoshi's purported Cavatex transaction, a popular online Bitcoin forum described the exchange as one that enforced stricter KYC policies, similar in robustness to the likes of Coinbase and Kraken. Only in June 2014, about 6 months after Satoshi reportedly interacted with Cavatex, was Canadian law amended to require crypto exchanges to collect identifying information from its customers. But Cavatex appears to have already been performing such checks on users. The same week Canada passed the crypto regulation, the exchange declared it was already maintaining a proactive KYC policy. If the exchange did in fact collect identifying information from Satoshi, it's possible then that Kraken inherited that data and still possesses it. The exchange has only so far engaged with Grogan's claims about Satoshi somewhat cheekily. When Grogan posted his findings about Bitcoin Creator on Wednesday, Kraken's X account reposted nebulously, "We are all Satoshi." Oh, look at that. There we go. Yeah, we're all Satoshi except for Craig Wright. Yeah, we've all heard that one. Yeah, look at that. That is mudslinging. I think that this guy here, who is, let's find where's his title again, head of product business operations at Coinbase. I think he's mudslinging. Like, they're going to blame Kraken for the price crashing. That's what I think is going on here. Oof. Watch this space. Watch this space. Wowzers. Wowzers. All right, let's get along to a little bit 365 days of Bitcoin history. On the 3rd of April 2018, Australia's new legislative guidelines for operation of cryptocurrency exchanges were introduced on the 3rd of April 2018. Let's have a quick look at this. Oh, good grief. Shut that off. Collecting data on everybody. On the 3rd of April, so a year ago today, video streaming company RAD announced collaboration with Sony Electronics Incorporated, bringing the power of blockchain to Sony's Brava TV. That was pretty big. Video streaming company RAD announces collaboration with Sony Electronics, bringing the power of blockchain to Sony's Brava TV. Wow, that could be massive. And the last one on the 3rd of April 2024, the BCH chain froze before its halving as large holders of BCH scrambled to cash out. If I remember correctly, we can go back now. That block took hours to come through, like hours. Yeah, and it should be every 10 minutes. Jeepers. So there we go. That's a quick 15-minute show. Hope you enjoyed it. So as ever, if you enjoy these updates, please ding your donations for your appreciation to either Satoshi@Sendme.com, handcash.io, rockwallet.me, simply.cash, relaser.com, or senti.ch. We'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.
The king still has one more move.